Now this seems to be a problem that a lot of people are having on PC regarding Eafc 24. So I brought the game today, Ultimate Edition, on PC, and normally I've been playing on Xbox, but I've decided to go on PC this year, and I had a real issue using my Xbox controller on FIFA. I managed to get it working in Steam, but as soon as I would go into the game, it would just stop working and change to keyboard and mouse, and then like halfway through a game or just through the menus, it would randomly just sort of glitch and change and just start going into keyboard and mouse again, and it just wasn't working. I looked on YouTube, looked on Google, I found some forums. It seems like a lot of people have been having this issue, and even the previous FIFAs as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I did it, and it's been working all day now for me. I've not had any issues with it. I've even turned my computer off for an hour or two, come back, and it's just picked up again and it's working, no problems. So what you want to do is you want to go into Steam, then you want to click Steam up here, and you want to go to settings, then you want to go to controller. Obviously this is your controller here, Game Rumble. Now originally I had this button ticked, enable Steam input for Xbox controllers, but for some reason that was causing a problem in the game. The controller was working on Steam, but when I would go into EAFC, it would, the right analog stick and sometimes the left analog stick on the Xbox controller, if I moved them, it would, a mouse cursor would come on the screen, and it would think that I'm on a mouse, and it would change the settings back to mouse and keyboard. And it was just, I had so many problems. I restarted it, unplugged my control, downloaded firmware update, a new driver. I went on, tried closing Steam, running Steam in admin, tried all sorts, but I managed to find a solution, and I managed to get it to work. So in this screen here, this is your controller. Whether it's a PS4 controller, Xbox, it will say the same. I'm on an Xbox One S or One X controller, one of the newer ones. So this is the only thing I have up there is the Game Rumble. I don't have any of these buttons ticked. So copy the same as these, make sure all of these are unmarked. Then what you do here is, if you go onto your game, right click, properties, and if you go down to controller here, you want to click disable Steam input. Now the common sense, you would think it would be enable, because obviously right now it's showing Xbox controller disabled per game override, but for some reason this works. So you want to disable that Steam input, close that, close Steam, and then open it up again, like completely go in Task Manager, completely close the app and then open it again. Then if we see here, if I go into my EA game, I am on my controller, and as you see down the bottom left here, you can see that it's actually changed to Xbox icons. Now what mine kept doing is, because it was drifting and it kept thinking when I was moving the analogs, it was like you see here, right? See the mouse cursor moving on the screens? Now when I was moving my right analog on my controller, that cursor was coming on the screen, and it was changing my input to keyboard and mouse. I don't know why, but it's either a bug or a glitch or just something. I don't know if it's Steam or if it's the game or a bit of both. But as you can see now, my controller is working, and if you look down in the bottom here, we have back with B, X, R, the right sort of thumbstick, and then the share button on Xbox. So it's actually, and then RT over here if you see for friends. So it's actually changed to Xbox layout. Now mine kept changing to escape down here, and then tab and enter and stuff, like thinking I'm on keyboard. So that's how I managed to do it. And if you look up the top as well, we got LB and RB, which is like on Xbox, and LT. And if you think I hear that, I can press the buttons and you can hear them on a controller. I'll show you now. So that's it, guys. That's all I did. So try that, give it a try, follow exactly the settings I had. I tried looking on YouTube, there were some videos, but the quality weren't the best, the audio wasn't the best, people wasn't really explaining. They were telling you to go into your program X files and start overriding all this stuff and that. Like, for me, don't worry about all that. Like, I didn't have to touch any of that. This is all I did. Give this a try, copy exactly my settings. Hopefully it works for you guys, because it worked for me. It was a nightmare. I'd done the Ultimate Edition and I thought I'm going to jump on the game, and it took me about an hour and a half to nearly 2 hours of restarting my computer, restarting Steam, looking on YouTube, looking on Google, just trying to find solutions. But I managed to find it. It's been working effortlessly since, and yeah, give it a try. I hope it all works for you, and that. Let me know in the comments if this works for you, and if you hope you manage to get it sorted, because there's nothing worse when you get a new game you can't even play it. But let me know in the comments if you have any issues. I'm not an expert on this stuff, I just managed to figure it out, so not sure how much more I can help obviously than copying my settings, but let me know anyway, and I hope you find this video helpful.